on in! The magic's waiting for you, here in Storyland.
You've heard this story before. The girl, the dress, the glass slipper, the prince. But nobody ever asked me how it went. My name is Lady Tremaine. And I have a few things I'd like to say.
Lady Tremaine had not always been the woman in the story you know. Once, she was simply a mother with 2 daughters, Anastasia and Drizella, and a heart full of worry about whether they'd all find their place in a new home. Cinderella was already there. This was her house, her father's halls, her memories on every wall. It wasn't easy for anyone. One morning, an invitation arrived from the royal palace. There was to be a grand ball, and every young woman in the kingdom was welcome to attend. Anastasia and Drizella were overjoyed. They tried on gowns and practiced their curtsies and dreamed of dancing with the prince. Cinderella dreamed of it too, but Lady Tremaine said no. She said the chores weren't finished. She said there wasn't time. But deep down, it was something else entirely.
I was afraid. Afraid she'd walk in and light up every room, and my daughters would be forgotten. So I chose fear over fairness. That was wrong. I knew it then, and I know it now.
But kindness has a way of finding its own path. That night, something magical happened, and Cinderella went to the ball after all. She danced, she laughed, and when the clock struck midnight and she ran, she left behind one tiny glass slipper. The prince searched the entire kingdom. He knocked on every door. He was looking for the girl whose foot would fit. When he came to their door, Lady Tremaine hid the slipper. She tried to stop what was already meant to be. But the slipper was found, and it fit perfectly. Cinderella found her happy ending, and she deserved every bit of it. And as for Lady Tremaine, she had time at last to think. And that, everyone, is the other side of the story.
Here is what I want anyone listening to know. Every person you meet is carrying something you can't see. A worry, a fear, a hope. And when you first step into someone's life with your words, with your eyes, even with just a look, bring the best of yourself. Not the scared part, not the jealous part, the sweetest part. Because the version of the story you leave behind depends entirely on which part of you showed up.
Everyone has something heavy they're trying to move. What's yours?